I think it was good. I always am cautious because I think first meet, there's a lot of unique adrenaline to it, and sometimes people will hit marks, and it's great to set a tone, but you also want to be mindful of you got to keep on it. You don't want to be that person that hits this great mark in December and comes back mid-January and you're flat. So, but very encouraging, particularly in the men's sprints. Juan kind of picked up where he left off. Um, and then Brett had a really outstanding race in the 60, and then a couple freshmen making dents there. So it's a lot of fun to see that. I think that every year I say I don't really care about what kids did in high school. It doesn't really faze me, because who you show up as a collegian in this environment is everything. And so seeing people hit lifetime bests in their first collegiate meet was a really fun thing to watch. And all around, every event had something to take away from it that was good for us growing into the next couple of months here. We kind of run a qualifier for it. I tell them that they have to hit a particular standard to get there, and we had 21 athletes that made the standard, and a good number of those are going to take the option to go. I think what I look forward to the most is just getting them in a bigger atmosphere. It's a Division II track program at Tiffin, and so they've got a lot of schools that are coming in that aren't just the Division III type. So competition level will be pretty high, and you can come away with that with some growth, I think. Particularly people that are upperclassmen veterans who have done it before, who've done a secondary December meet. They have a chance to go out there and improve on what they did this past Saturday, and then take that with them again on the winter break, into their training on winter break. So if I'm being very specific, I think that one of the fun things to watch will be a guy like Juan in the 60. He'll probably get to run against some really tough competition, against scholarship athletes and such. And then kind of an outsider, I'm looking forward to watching Sarah Ozeki in the triple jump. I think that this past weekend she had a mark that wasn't what she wanted, and Emily Hopkins jumped really well, exceptionally well for her first meet, from short approaches and Sarah doesn't lay down. She wants to come back and punch back, and so I think it's going to be an interesting week for her, see how she can get out there and maybe put another big mark up. So, but yeah, it's just exciting to take a group to a meet that's got a lot of high-end talent coming into it, and see what we come out with. And it's also nice to travel. I always tell the kids that it's nothing against having full team meets, but I can't pay attention to everybody in a meet with 100 people in it. So when you have these smaller squad meets, I feel like I can enjoy the competition with them a little bit more, and then the drive out and the drive back, it's a little bit more of an intimate setting, and so I really look forward to that when we have these opportunities. So it should be fun. It should be a fun meet to go to.
I'm Emily Hopkins, and I am a junior at Case, and I'm on the track and field team, and I'm majoring in cognitive science with minors in Spanish and chemistry and biology. Last summer, I took part in an internship. Well, I'm pre-med at Case, so it was a medically based internship, but I did it in Oregon, in Salem, Oregon, for the entire summer, and I worked in a family medicine clinic and also an addiction medicine clinic, and it was a really fantastic experience, not only getting a lot of experience just in the medical field in general, but also I learned so much about addiction medicine and how important it is to be able to have a lot of different places to find help, and how prominent the issue really is. Just taking a little bit of work off the nurses and doctors themselves, but also doing a lot of learning about the different types of medicine and how they correlate, and how like in addiction medicine, there's a lot of crossover in just general medicine and family medicine, and making sure that there's resources for everyone to be able to get general care, and taking a lot of notes for doctors too. I kind of tried to keep my mind open about the type of medicine that I want to go into. At first, I was really set on orthopedic medicine. Being an athlete, it's kind of a lot of athletes are into sports medicine and orthopedic medicine. It's just kind of something that I had a little bit more in experience in, I guess, firsthand. So this was really good just to kind of see different types of medicine and also like how hard doctors work, especially in the hours that they go through, and also definitely the emotional toll it can take on a doctor, and like how personal the relationships between a doctor and their patients can become. So that was really just good to know for going into the medical field in general. I'm still definitely very open-minded about what specific field I want to go into, but I really, really love both family medicine and addiction medicine. And especially with addiction medicine, it's something that applies to all sorts of different fields. So especially in surgeries, there's a lot of prescriptions of a lot of opioids for pain relief and stuff like that. And just understanding that opioids aren't terrible things. I mean, you can't get an open heart surgery and just tell someone to suck it up. You definitely need to have like some sort of something for patients to be able to handle pain, but just understanding people's backgrounds and being able to like ask patients like, do you or any of your family have any history of addiction, and being able to just like foster an environment specific for each patient and making sure that they have the right care.